I have started recording. This is how I have done.
Yay!
Oh, you know what I realized last night, Alora? Baboom is Hondo. You'll come to me with offer. Very nice. All right, someone talk to me.
Hello.
Okay. Hi,
Something,
everyone.
something.
Why are we not? Oh, there we are. We are streaming. There we go. YouTube, you can't lie to me like that. You can't say connecting and then jump straight to I've been streaming for 42 seconds. That is not how the world works.
Fuck you and your perception of time. Time is not real.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Curse of the Crimson Throne. I am your game master for the evening, Squee, joined by my lovely players, Blue, Rhea, Laura, and Sib. No one knows her.
Why
Sib,
am I
though.
my character?
Not only apparently
I
are
love
you
how
are you your character, but also I called Sarah by name no one knows her by except for me.
Amazing. Hello, everyone. I am Ria. That is it. My new
Hello,
identity.
very-
to Ria and Ria only.
I am Ria. I play the character Ria.
All right, Pedro, no one's believing you.
She's a self-insert. Yes.
I fucking knew it.
is Ria's own fan fiction?
Ria is just the romanticized ideal of Ria.
Ria in Crimson Throne is just little Ria drawing her own comic books.
Oh my god. Would
The
anyone
really traumatizing bits are just the parts where like her older
That's
siblings
Claire
come
getting
along.
off of it.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to give a recap?
A Ria cat. I have an inspiration, so like,
Why? Oh no, I used mine last time, didn't I? Fuck, I'm trying to remember where we picked off at.
picked off.
Fuck off. So we made our way across the little chasm thing that was right there, right? The endless pit from Ria's perspective.
Mm-hmm. The one with the fake bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I dropped a light down there specifically for you,
Yeah.
so your little human eyes could see.
Listen here. Don't patronize me. Anyways, we made our way across. Someone almost fell in the pit. I won't name names. There's a few of them. What is that? Anyways, down here, we learned that this blue fungi, whatever the fuck that is almost like radioactive in the sense that the light that it gives off could be very bad and give you a brain injury. Ow, your brain is injured within a certain amount of time that you're standing around it. And there are those little rooms made in little cubby holes so that the light isn't hitting whoever's in there. Nobody was in there. Nothing was in there because we didn't really look too hard, and it was just like, whatever, it's empty. Let's go. So we went down to the little pew area, and there's 6 pews. Pew. And there was this thing. It was irrelevant, and then the area became irrelevant. All right, I'll just leave. Anyways.
I got it. It took me a second, but I got it.
There's a door somewhere here. It's very dark for me right now, but there's a door up there somewhere that we went into, and there was like 3 vats.
You close higher.
There.
Higher. That's the same spot, Rhea.
I have to
Like
scroll
over
up. I
here.
can't tell.
It's right. It's right here.
Somewhere. Somewhere on the map, there's a door.
Uh-huh.
Take 2 apple.
I have 2 apples, Papa. So they had 3 vats of where they were doing something with this fungi. And we were only just able to pick that up from Amelia. Thank you for that. And we went through, I think it was Cinnabar's things.
Yeah.
We found some sort of missive that was magically hidden, and I think we disabled that somehow. I don't remember exactly what we used, and we're able to find out that someone done fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama Valentine was none too happy. And there was nothing else in there, so we traipsed our way back down, and then up the stairs to this weird fucking mantis door. And we opened it up, and then we were assaulted by a fallen Azamar, Cinnabar, and the horrible bartender. 0 out of 5 on Yelp. Who ended up being a bar guest. Rhea threw out the little marble elephant. He was in there for a while. That was nice. Amelia got into melee.
Mm-hmm. Which
Um,
apparently was the catalyst you needed to do 2 crits in a row.
Yeah. Rhea did 99 points of damage in 1 turn.
It was very sexy.
It was
It
nice.
was.
It wasn't quite rock levels of sexy, but it was sexy.
It's fine. It's fine. It's still sexy. Considering the amount of damage she usually does, that was pretty sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Killed the fallen Azamar. Bargus got away. We got Cinnabar to surrender. Rhea handcuffed her. And she was like, please no, just kill me. And we were like, no, you live. And so we picked her up and we sort of just carried her up that hallway. I gotta scroll. Right here, this hallway. Where somebody really needs an interior decorator. Up to this room where we found Eli, who's not a bad guy. Just because he is bad guy does not mean he is bad guy.
Thanks, Satine.
He's like, hey, so my family's fucked up. I really care about Shala, you know. I'm gonna do what I can to help you guys, but it's too late for me. Go on without me. We're like, bro, no, stop being dramatic. You're coming with us. And then,
Like a drama queen, he fainted.
yeah, pretty much. And all of our haunts are like, all right, well, we're not under his control anymore. We're under your guys's.
Technically, they were fading at that point.
Yeah, but then they were under our guys's. I'm gonna
Thank
skip
you,
over a fair
Mary.
amount. Amelia had a sadistic playtime for a little bit with Rolf.
She earned that shit.
I'm a little concerned for her well-being. Rhea's gotta res her dad at some point. We got knocked to the ground from Paula. And now we're gonna go save a boy.
You're welcome, by the way. I had to talk to God to make that happen.
And now you don't get to talk to her for like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Temporary restraining order, it's fine.
I was expecting it.
And I did get a question. So from one of the viewers. So yes, divine intervention's supposed to be a die roll, but I always like to handle things narratively when my players come up with creative ideas, and it's always such a buzzkill that you get divine intervention and then it never works.
It worked for me exactly 1 time, and it was hilarious what it did. But I can tell that another
I
time.
never got to the point where I could use it.
Mm-hmm.
I try to use it sparingly. Really, this is the first time in this campaign I've ever used it.
I want to play a cleric that just every couple of weeks is asking their god for something mundane. Like, hey, can I have some coin for like an ice cream or something?
Hey, can I have a sled?
Right?
Okay,
puppy.
so what you're telling me is that you want to play a warlock?
No.
I just can't wait till Ross gets that level for divine intervention, because you know that's exactly what she's going to be doing.
Abusing her power. Oh boy.
All right. Well done. Take your inspiration, by the way. Alrighty. So, we ended last session with you guys giving Majinko to Varric to hold on to. Varric's gonna hold down the fort, well, and look after your limp, helpless bodies. And you all awaken to find yourself somewhere strange. So when you touch your spirits, your haunts, there is a flash of bright light, and there is a sense of connection that you had not had before. Muri and Ria, this connection is warming and loving and caring. It is the connection of a friend, of a father. Ross, your connection feels cold and resolved. No love, no emotional connection, but just an enormous amount of determination. Amelia, your connection feels slimy, dark, and narcissistic.
So literally nothing new.
Nothing new. This connection slowly seems to... At first it fills your senses, as if it almost is going to take you over. And slowly it starts to fade. And as it fades, there's like a pinprick of grayish light at the center of your vision. And the more the feeling fades, the larger that hole gets. Until you fully become aware that you are standing in almost an etherealness. You all kind of look around you and you see each other, but you're standing in billowing mist. You can feel the floor, but you can't see it. You look around and everything is a uniform gray. You can only see maybe 10 feet out in front of you in any direction before things start to fade. You feel strange, all of you, disconnected. And you look down at yourselves and you realize that you are somewhat translucent. Now, I'm going to take this step by step, as each character would have a different way of coping with this. And what's going on is that you are in a different realm, a dream realm of sorts. Not quite the ethereal plane, but something similar to it. You're not in your normal body. You are in form astral projecting. And your character needs to come to terms with this and cope with it. And the stronger and better they do so, the stronger they will be in this world. And everyone has different ways of coping with such things. So I'm going to go character by character and talk to you about how your character would attempt to do this. And depending on what you tell me and what you do, I will have you roll a check, and maybe with advantage or disadvantage or whatnot. So why don't we just go from right to left, because that's how other countries do it. Ria.
Fuck.
Well,
Can we come back to me as I find my notes?
I would need to know who. I think this is very odd for Ria, but, you know, I'm not going to judge her.
Preferably, but she's not here right now.
Just hold on, guys. Charlotte, I need a few minutes. All right. Why don't we start the other way? Ross.
So Ross is not quite as creeped out the first time. She's not on the normal material plane. And she is going to put her faith in the higher powers that be, and she's going to be reciting a prayer like over and over, first in Shawanti and then in common. And she's talking really low, kind of under her breath, but she's saying, "Blessed is the journey as we walk this path to our destination and back home again. Blessed be the travelers that go with me, family found along the way. Hold fast to your dreams, setting each one as a bright star in the night sky of your mind, so they may illuminate your path as you journey there and back again." And, yep.
Gotcha. And you would say this in both languages, back and forth?
Yes. Yes. It's like
and
almost as a chant.
What are you doing? Are you relying on your faith in Desna? What are you using this prayer to do exactly?
She is calling upon Desna to help her and everybody that she views here as her family make it through this trial and back home safe again. Please be with us, help us, guide us.
Okay.
And she's also doing it to, like, her dad has this wonderful way of awakening anxiety and all sorts of random fun emotions in Aras. So she is like using this prayer to like kind of just focus her entire mind on what's going on right now.
I would like for you to roll me. Give me a second, actually. As my brain farts and I forget what exactly I'm looking for. I'd like for you to roll me a religion check with advantage, please.
Okay. I've been studying on that.
Uh-huh. Nice. Aras, as you pray and as you chant and as you focus on Desna, your relationship with Desna is rather new. You aren't the most familiar with her, but you're gaining and growing a relationship. And for the first time this strongly, you feel a warmth inside you, a flutter. And you look down, and everyone else who sees, it is as if for a second Aras has a translucent blue butterfly burst from her chest. And for a moment Aras glows and gently sets down, far more tangible and less translucent. Aras, you have 50 temporary hit points and
Wow.
permanent bless while in this realm.
Very cool.
So mark that down and go ahead and just trigger bless for yourself. Amelia.
Jesus Christ, I don't know. Okay, sure. Yeah, so this whole journey from the very start, in the very beginning, she was very unsure of herself. There was constant second guessing. There was never really a moment where she felt like she was in control, but slowly but surely over these past couple of months, Jesus, it's only been a couple of months, over the past couple of months, she's been she's been building up this sense of confidence, the sense of assurance, and most of all, she's been building up this sense of self. And she's going to focus on that feeling of, I know what I'm doing. I am strong. I have control over this. I can do this. I am going to survive.
So, would you say this is more of a intelligence thing or a force of personality thing? Is this like Amelia working through this logically to convince herself, or is this more of a not so much
This
intelligence but blunt, I will fucking do this?
it's less intelligence, because intelligence for her tends to lead to overthinking.
Mhm.
For this, it is a measure of self-confidence. It's not like I'm going to bludgeon my way through this, but like it is a certainty in herself that, like, after fucking ripping into Rolf like that, this is the most sure, like, reassured in herself she has ever felt in her entire life.
So roll me a persuasion check with advantage, because it's kind of what you're doing, talking yourself up, believing in
Okay.
yourself. Oh.
Yes.
Huh. All right.
Yes, God.
Amelia,
Uh-huh.
I would like you to give yourself 50 temporary hit points and
Holy
four extra sorcery points that cannot be converted into spell slots but must be used as sorcery points.
Okay, all right. Can do.
As you feel at first that you know what's happening, you know what's going on, and you can do this. Everything has led up to this. You believe in yourself. And after a moment, you feel that you aren't alone, as Annika is there with you, and Amelia realizes she won't do this. They will do this. As Annika's confidence in Amelia is mirrored. Murray,
I'm so happy.
I know.
Yes, God.
The sisters have finally rejoined. How does Murray handle this?
Mary handles this by looking forward.
Do you care to expand upon that?
No.
It's been a long day. Give me time for words.
Sure, of course.
You talked about sheer force of will and determination, and oh boy, does someone have that and put that on as armor? She is here to defend her family and to find a lost member of that family. And there is nothing that is going to stop her.
Alright, right. But how are you using this to solidify yourself into this world? To gain control over your ethereal self? Just sheer force of will? Like, I force my hand... I'm sorry? No,
Oh, no,
can...
I think I lost you. You cut out after... I stopped talking and I didn't hear anybody.
Gotcha. How are you intending to use this to solidify yourself in the world? I.e., is this like a I am going to move because I say I'm going to move and nothing's going to stop me? That kind of thing? is this more of a belief in yourself or a full understanding of Murray knowing what she is and what she's capable of kind of thing?
No, this is not an evaluation of self. This is somebody lighting a match and putting that match in a furnace. This is not an evaluation of herself. This is the sheer drive to do. She was given this gift by her god, and she is not going to squander it. She is here by the will of her god.
Okay. In that case, I would like you to roll, and also because this was your divine intervention, I'd like you to roll religion with advantage, please. Okay. Murray, I would like you to give yourself 30 temporary hit points and 3 spell slots back to be used in any order you want. 3 level 1s, a level 2 and a level 1, or a level 3.
Okay.
As you begin to take form and shape in the world and begin to feel your feathers.
She says one thing to her god, and that is thank you.
You, and by you I mean all of you, most of you will not understand the context of why, hear a whisper passing through the clouds. You are welcome. So the rest of you not knowing who said that or why, but it's a very gentle voice. All right, Rhea. There's no Shala, unfortunately.
Oh well, hold on. Let me
Plan
make
B.
a plan B.
Yeah.
How Rhea would ground herself into the sort of just her sheer determination and dedication to save Eli, to bring him back to Shala and Iso and reunite them and help them finally form this true bond of love and finally be a family that they never got to be at any point in their lives. To get through this, to also bring back her father and finally help those women that we rescued, and to make it back to her family and unite them and everyone who's left in the order. I mean, she's recently been promoted and she skipped a rank. Her order has faith in her, and she has faith in herself. Her father telling her that there very well could be a way to finish this without killing, just giving her even more of a reason to want to save Eli like this. And just being so determined that she will lead everyone through this and make it out of the other side.
All right. Much like Amelia, I'd like you to roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
As it's the closest I can kind of think of to that, having steadfast faith in yourself.
23.
All right. Rhea.
Yeah.
Give yourself 50 temporary hit points and 2 spell slots, either as a level 2 or 2 level 1s. As you all start to solidify and gather yourselves and become aware of your surroundings, you take a moment. It only takes a few seconds, right? Well, a little bit more, right? Aras is chanting to herself. We'll say it takes a good 30 seconds to really get your bearings, right? But you guys have an idea now. You have purpose. And that is one thing that seems to crystallize in all of you, as you yourselves described. Real quick. Yes, Amelia? Got you. Well, let's do it now before I describe what happens next.
Okay, cool. So question, because this is literally an incorporeal plane of the mind and stuff. Annika's usual passive floaty position is to just kind of lean on Amelia with her arms wrapped around her. Can they feel each other right now?
Yeah.
Or
Yes, they can.
Okay. So yeah, that's what really like tips it over the end. Just like that moment of like her hugging her, and then there's a moment where they realize that there's an actual connection, and then she just gives Amelia this squeeze as she starts to solidify. Oh, babies. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Continue.
You all realize, it crystallizes in your mind that you have purpose, that you are here for a reason. And that reason is to save someone that 10 minutes ago many of you thought you were going to destroy, or at least defeat. And you become aware of a sound in the mist. It sounds like giggling and laughter. And we're going to handle this segment, I should mention, we're going to handle this segment very narratively. I don't have maps for you right now, as this is very dreamlike, and we're going to handle it very dreamlike. Apart from my descriptions, because I don't like audiobooks in my D&D, you are going to be able to interact and ask questions and say everything you'd like. But for the moment, this is all going to be very theater of the mind. All right?
Gotcha.
You make your way a bit towards the giggling, and what you see sitting in the mist is a small human boy laughing and rolling around. He has dark black hair and piercing blue eyes, and his cheeks are flush from the laughter. And as you approach, he sits up, his legs splayed out in front of him, resting on his hands behind him, and he goes, Oh, I know you. Oh, I know all of you. Oh, how did you get here?
Is this fake evil?
Roll me a perception check. All of you. Except for Miri, your passive perception is too good anyway.
24!
24 past.
Yeah, Miri, Rhea, Amelia, this looks like a very young Eli, maybe 6 or 7 years old. Aras?
Baby.
I don't know, it's some kid.
Yep, just a kid.
Just a kid.
Random dude.
Just some rando. The fuck are you doing here?
Right?
Does Eli have imps in his brain too?
Maybe it's the plane of crying children.
Oh, fuck, we took
You
a
see
wrong
that
turn
small
somewhere.
red baby anywhere? That really sucks.
Oh my god.
And the small Eli, I'll just call him Eli from now on, but you all know who I'm talking about. Suddenly he stops smiling. Oh, you should go. No, you shouldn't be here. What if she catches you?
No, Eli, we're here to help you.
Help me?
Yes.
How? Are you gonna play with me? And he jumps up and runs up and grabs Amelia's hand, giggling, and starts trying to drag you away to, like, skip around with him.
Like immediately as he grabs her hand, she's just like looking at everyone else, eyes wide, just like, help me. Like, she doesn't say anything, but the eyes are like deer cotton headlights.
Aras will walk up to the kid and say, we can play in a minute, but I mean, maybe not here.
Oh.
We should probably be quiet. Do you know where she is?
Oh. Deep, deep down, further down. I don't like to go there.
That makes sense. I have places I don't like to go either.
Mm-hmm.
How,
Eli. Oh, go ahead.
how would we get out of here?
Oh. Well, I don't know. How did you get in here?
I think that was a one-way ticket in.
Oh, well, buy a one-way ticket out. He, like, starts rolling on the ground like he just told the funniest joke.
Is he still holding on to Amelia's hand?
No, like when he fell to the ground, he let go.
Okay. So she just like takes a small step back and is just like, Ria, Mary,
Ria would walk up towards
parent
him.
thing.
She would pick him up.
Are you just like setting him down, or are you carrying
No, she's
him?
she's just got him like set up on her hip. Just like, all right, let's make sure he doesn't toddle anywhere.
He rests on your hip and then looks at you and scrunches up his nose. You don't really want to go deeper, do you? I don't like it.
That depends on if we have to.
You don't have to. You can stay here and play with me. I don't like seeing all of that stuff.
But there's no way out here, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Then I don't think we have a choice. She looks at the others.
Do you think you can be brave for your sisters? Help us get down there?
He scrunches up his nose again. I don't like being brave. It's a lot of work and it's usually painful. But I do like all of you. And I do... I guess I owe you. Okay. Fine. But...
Thank you.
But...
Thank you.
And he's kind of like hesitating. But... Don't leave me. I don't like it down there.
Ria just gives him a tight squeeze.
Okay. This way. And he kind of pushes off of Ria, drops down to the ground, and starts walking a certain direction. You can't tell any direction from another, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he grabs Ria's hand as he does so, so he's dragging Ria along, and I assume you all follow, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And he said,
As we walk, Mary will say from the back, "What, pray tell, do you owe us for?"
"Oh, I did bad things to you. I don't know exactly what, but I did bad things to you. I'm sorry.
We forgive you, Eli.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you have to understand. In order to get to the center, we have to go through places, places that I was once, where uh, like when you're sitting there and you think of, you know, like what you've been through, and you dream about it sometimes. And we have to go through that.
Memory.
Is that what those are? Yeah. So, yeah. He looks like he keeps having trouble explaining things and just keeps dragging Rhea along behind him. And after what seems like a minute or so, you come. The mist starts to fade, and you find yourself on a cobbled street in a large city. Uh, Everyone can roll me a knowledge history check. Mary, do it with advantage because you're very traveled. That's good enough.
Suck it.
Rhea, Aras, and Miri, by the architecture, it looks like Chiliax, a very large city.
Mm.
And you come on the street, and as you keep walking, the mist starts to fade, and people start showing up. But the people are kind of faceless. It very much feels like you're in a dream, where your focus is very refined, and you are aware that there are people there, but it's so hard to really see who they are. And when you try and focus on them, it's just like they slip out of your view, and your attention more is drawn to the street itself, where there's an alleyway, and you hear noises, and Eli stops pulling on Rhea's hand and says, "Oh, I don't like this memory. Is that what you call it, a memory?"
Most likely.
Oh.
What happens, Eli?
He kind of looks at the ground and then points to the alleyway. "We have to go through there." And begins slowly tugging on you to start going through the alleyway. And what you see when you get to the alleyway, all of you, is a man with a unshaved beard, with black hair, probably in his mid-40s, hard to tell exactly, and a woman with dark hair down to her waist with strips of gray in it. They both look like they've lived very hard lives. They're poor, their clothes are shoddy, their faces are lined with worry, and they both seem flushed with inebriation. "Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." A very small Eli, maybe 4 years old. I won't do it again." "Now, we told you. We told you if you stole food again, this would happen. Just leave him there." "Mom, please don't. I don't wanna. I'm sorry. I'll never steal again." And she shoves him, and he tries to get to this woman again, and she shoves him back again. And she shoves him so hard that his head hits the wall, and he drops, not unconscious, but stunned. "Come on, let's go." And the two grip each other and hurry away. And Rhea, next to you, you hear the Eli holding your hand. "I didn't mean to. I was hungry. But I shouldn't have."
She just puts a hand on his shoulder and sort of like pulls him close against her leg.
They said you stole food? Did you just take food before supper? What did they mean?
We didn't have much food, and we kept most of it in a cabinet. And I got really hungry sometimes, so I went in there and I ate some. And they said not to do it again, and if they did it again, they would leave me. I didn't think they meant it. I should have known that they meant it.
Oh.
And as you say that, the small 4-year-old Eli is still stunned and trying to catch his consciousness. And a woman walks down the alleyway. Beautiful woman. Black hair, the color of night. Soft features. She doesn't wear much makeup, but what she does, it accentuates. This is by far one of the most beautiful women you have all seen. She looks fairly young. She's dressed very nicely. A black gown with layered gold. She walks by and notices the child and bends down. Hello, little one. Are you all right? And the little Eli starts sniffling. I'm sorry. You didn't have to be sorry. You didn't do anything. Are you okay? Where are your parents? They left me. Did they? Well, they aren't very nice parents. Tell me, what's your name? My name is Eli. Eli. Do you like sweets, Eli? And the woman produces a muffin of some kind. Where you'd probably know, like banana nut. You've made enough muffins in your day. And Eli looks at her very confused and slowly takes it. There you go. You look starved. Well, that won't do. Come. And she holds out her hand, and a very frightened, confused, and hungry Eli takes her hand. Let's get you somewhere warm, and let's get you somewhere safe. And you can have as many sweets as you like. And they start walking away together. And the slightly older Eli, near all of you, says, She was very sweet. I had never seen someone show me that kind of kindness.
It can feel great at first.
He nods. Mm-hmm.
Did it come at a cost?
He looks down. Mm-hmm. We should go. And he starts pulling on your hand, Rhea, to keep walking.
She would keep pace with him as best she can.
Slowly the alleyway starts to fade and replaced with mist. And after more walking, the mist begins to fade again, and you find yourselves in the inside of some sort of house or manor. It's beautiful. The carpets are crimson and brightly colored. The walls are made out of polished wood, and there's lanterns everywhere so that even though it's nighttime, the room is brightly lit. And you see an older Eli, about the same age as the Eli that you're traveling with. He's standing on a stage, and he is dancing. You see sitting on chairs in front of him 3 people. The same woman that you saw before, another woman, slightly younger, that you're very familiar with, and a man who you've never seen before. The man looks to be very young, maybe more a boy, 16 or so, but even so, he is very muscular. Looks like he a chunky boy. And oh my god, I can't believe that all the times at this moment I can't even think of her name. The girl from Shala's family that you guys.
Camille?
Thank you. Why? Why are
Wow.
names so hard for me?
Wow,
If it had been
sweet.
any other time, I can come up with it on the fly. But the second I need it, it's
Mhm.
gone.
Mhm.
I got you.
Thanks, fam. Camille sits there, probably 12 years old or so, maybe a little younger, maybe more like 10. She sits there smiling. The man seems uninterested, and Eli is dancing. Though, when you see for a second, at first you notice it's very pretty, almost ballerina-like. But then you notice the bruises, the terrible bruises on his legs. And he trips and falls, and the woman, Rosabella, also known as the Black Rose, again! Eli stands up shakily and begins dancing again, and falls again. Again! But, Mom, it hurts. Rosabella stands up and goes over to him, and actually gets up on the stage and leans down next to him, and brushes his hair softly. Everything hurts, Eli. The world is full of pain, like what your parents did to you. But you don't want to let them, do you? No. You don't want to let that happen ever again, do you? No. Then get up and dance. And Eli slowly gets up and starts dancing again. And as he starts dancing, Rosabella pushes him to the ground. Again! And it starts fading. As this entire time, young Eli has been trying to drag you all along.
If he's been trying to go past it, Rhea's not going to stop him. She's not going to make him stay at any place that he's wanting to get away from.
He seems very quiet as he leads you on. I got very good at it.
You must have been very strong to keep going. Keep practicing.
I don't
You
know.
shouldn't have had to be.
No one ever called me strong.
Well, then consider me the first.
Okay. Thank you. And you all keep walking. And the mist starts to clear, and you find yourselves in what looks to be a courtyard. It's sunny outside, and you hear birds chirping, and there are apple trees there, and you can smell apples faintly in the air. Eli, next to you, Rhea, brightens up. Oh, I like this memory. I remember this. And he drags you along, almost skipping, until you find in the center of the courtyard a young Eli who has been throwing a dagger into a target over and over. This Eli is probably 8 years old, a little older than the Eli with you now. And he suddenly notices a small girl watching him. He turns, reflexively, almost defensively, and you see, Rhea, this is something that you'd be more familiar with than the others, but you all see a very young Shala. Maybe 7 years old. Maybe younger. And Eli goes, "Oh, you startled me. Don't do that." And the young Shala goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just watching you." Why? I don't know. It seemed fun. Well, it's not fun. It's very serious. Oh, I won't disturb you then. And Shala sits down. And the young Eli starts going back to throwing daggers. And Shala starts humming behind him. And he stops. And he turns around very angrily. "Would you stop that?" "Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just, well, Mom said that we're to be siblings, right? You're my brother, right? Yes, I suppose. Oh, okay. And Shala runs up and kisses him on the cheek, and then skips away. And the young Eli stands there staring after her. The Eli next to you says, "This is the first time I met her. She was always cheerful, bubbly. I really like her." And then he looks up at Rhea. You like her too.
Rhea looks down at him and smiles and squeezes his hand. I do. Very much.
She's my sister, you know.
I do know.
She doesn't like me very much.
Oh, well, we're going to fix that. We're going to get you out of here. And then you two will meet again, and you can really be brother and sister.
Roll me a persuasion check.
19.
You think so?
I don't doubt it.
Wow. Okay. And he starts pulling you along again as in this image starts to fade to smoke as the other Eli begins throwing daggers again. Yes, Ross.
As we're going on this long walk, Ross kind of got a little bit of thirsty. Is it okay if I pop a healing potion or two?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Is it okay if I take some LSD on this trip?
Yeah. The scene fades, and again, time passes, and the mist starts to fade again, and you're in a hallway, and you see an older Eli, probably 12 or 13, walking with Camille. Camille looks angry. That stupid brat doesn't seem to learn. Eli standing next to her, walking next to her. She's trying. Well, she's not trying hard enough. I'm going to have to motivate her seriously this time. You all, because you're in the dream and the focus is on them, you see Eli's face for just a moment frown, and then he hides it behind a mask of stone. No. I'll motivate her. Camille stops and looks at Eli. Well, Mother's giving you more and more responsibilities, and it's time I show I'm part of the family. And she'll never see it coming. She likes me, after all. Camille slowly starts to smile. Yes, I think that will do nicely. But if you take it easy on her and I find out if she is not properly motivated, Eli, I'll do it myself. Eli nods and walks to a room and opens a door where you see a crying Shala, and Eli closes the door, and the scene starts to fade. I didn't want to, but I realized that Camille would be worse. I liked Shala, I really did.
I understand you were trying to help her. That takes someone very brave.
That was the last day Shala smiled at me. He seems very sad.
Look forward to the future, Eli. She squeezes his hand again.
I'll try. You walk on for some time, And as the mist starts to fade again, you find yourselves in an old, run-down shack. The walls have holes in them, the roof is leaky, and everything is very old and dirty. And young Eli just buries his face into Urea. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this.
Oh, baby. She would pick him up again and just hide his face. Poor baby.
You see in the room now an Eli that's maybe 15 years old. Rosabella standing behind two people, bound and tied. They look familiar. The same people who abandoned Eli in an alley so long ago. Rosabella has a smile on her face. Eli? They left you. They abandoned you. They deserve their fate, and you deserve to give it to them. Eli, a stone face, stares at them, and then up at Black Rose. I don't... And at that moment, you see Rosabella's face turn into a frown, and Eli immediately stops. Right. And he starts walking towards the two people, and the scene fades.
Rhea would kind of just keep walking until she's enough away from it. She can kind of get Eli's attention to point her in the right way.
Eventually he
Or-
would.
Or Ross will come up actually before he pointed her in the right way and say that it's not your fault that she used you that way. She manipulated you.
He looks up at you. I'm so scared of her.
Can imagine. But you're not here alone anymore. You have friends.
I was so alone. Except for... And the mist starts to clear again. And you find yourselves in the same courtyard, but now it's nighttime. Stars hang in the sky, and a full moon casts silver light down. And you see Eli, slightly older now. Don't go. It's hard to tell who he's talking to at first. You see the back of a woman with blonde hair. She turns around, and Jolestina looks up at him. I have to. I can't stay here. They'll turn me into one of those things, one of those mantis. And she runs to him and takes his hands. Come with me. We can go together, you and me. We can get away from this place. Eli is quiet for a long time. I am a Valentine. I will give you 10 minutes. Eli, no, come with me. 10 minutes, and then I will alert them. Jolestina's face breaks into tears, and terrified, she runs from the stone-faced Eli. Young Eli next to Rhea looks at the ground and kicks a pebble. I wanted to. I really liked her. But I couldn't leave Shala. What would have happened if Shai wasn't there?
Well, maybe you can reconcile.
He shakes his head. No. I did this to her, you know. She really liked me, and when I told her that, I think she got funny in the head. I saw her later. She wasn't the same.
Amelia will kind of pick up her steps to get closer as Ria's walking. She's doing much better now.
Is she?
She is.
Oh. Oh. Well, that's good. I wish
At the
I'd
very
gone.
least, could try to.
I'm glad Mother didn't find her.
Glances at Ria.
The
I would just say, um, she would just kind of look down at him and smile. She saved my younger siblings.
She did?
She did.
Oh, that's nice.
It was very nice, wasn't it?
We're almost there. We're close. And he starts walking again, and eventually the mist starts to fade again, and you find yourselves on the street of Corvosa. You find an Eli who is dressed like a commoner with ratty hair and mud on his cheeks like any other homeless or poor of Corvosa, and he's following someone. And at first it's hard to tell who, but then you realize it's two half-elves, a Kadal, and a man. After a bit of following, he takes a turn, and you follow him into an alleyway where Rosabella stands, also dressed in plain, regular clothes. Well, Eli looks at them. I followed them for some time. They do seem to be a thorn in Gadrian's side, like he said, but I think he overestimates them. They're not worth us. They're... And then Eli stops. Actually, no. Sorry, Mother. I think they are a danger. One to have an eye kept on them. Well then, perhaps you should do that. And he shakes his head. No, Mother, you forget. I have another contract I must fulfill. Let Shala do it. Shala is not ready. Shala is ready, Mother. And she is young and bright-eyed. She would fit in well with that group. They'd never suspect her. Rosabella is quiet for quite some time. Very well. If you say so, we'll give it a try. Thank you, Mother. And they start walking away as the scene fades. I'm sorry. I followed you guys. And I thought you were all very kind. Well, Otto was a bit, odd. But I thought maybe this was a chance. I saw what you were like, and he looks at Weary. I thought maybe if Ria I'm sorry. Maybe if Shala spent time with you, it was, I thought, a vain hope. I thought I was grasping at stars. But I was right. I was right, and you all liked her, and you took her from Mom, and everything, it turned out better than I could have hoped.
You did very well, Eli.
He nods. Celestina goes. Shala goes. But I can't. I must always stay. You should go. You can't help me.
Why can't you leave?
Because I'm hers.
Wasn't Shala also meant to be hers?
He looks at the ground. You don't understand. This place. I made this place. I'm good at that, you know. It was my sanctuary, my place to retreat, but she found it. She walks inside of it. She's in it even now. I can't make her leave. I've tried. And no matter where I go or where I run, she's here. I'm hers.
I'm going to help you, Eli. We're going to help you.
Eli sniffs and rubs his nose on his sleeve. Okay. He points to a door in the alley. She's in there. I'm in there. Please be careful. She dislikes you very much.
Amelia very hesitantly puts a hand on his shoulder and kneels down this small child. You've been carrying a very heavy burden for a long time by yourself. But now, she kind of glances around at everyone else and then back at him. You don't have to do that alone anymore. We're going to help. Everything's going to...
He nods. I can't go in there.
We'll take care of this. He'll stand up and kind of glance at everyone else.
Mary will come up. And will, very gently take this child and pick him up and hug him.
Oh. I always wondered what that'd be like. You hug so many people.
She gives him a squeeze, and she gives him like she gives good mom hugs where like you're just sort of enveloped in feathers, and like he's so small that she can probably just sort of like cradle him.
Mm-hmm. He is tiny.
Mm-hmm. And she gives him a squeeze.
Group hug!
Yeah. No, you do not have to wonder.
That's why I saw. I saw that he hesitates for a moment. Mom taught me what family means. You do your part. You play the role that was expected of you. You help the family because the moment you hurt them, you're abandoned. My parents taught me that. Mother taught me that. But you, all of you, you're different.
Sweetie, that's not what family is. I believed the same way at one point, but family doesn't expect you to play a role. They're there to support you and to help you when times are hard.
I hope you live. I like how you think better. Please be careful.
Do you have a place to hide while we go in there?
He nods.
Do you... Is it dark in that place?
He shakes his head. No.
Okay.
Oh boy. Rhea would give him one last squeeze and then look into his eyes. All right. Go hide. We'll be back for you soon.
He nods. And he waves to you all and runs down the alleyway and ducks into a doorway to just a nondescript looking building, leaving you all standing in front of a simple wooden door that seems to lead into a gray bricked building. So, anything at all you guys would like to do or talk about before you go into the door?
Do we have a plan? Are we just gonna...
How can we have a plan if we have no idea what's going to be on the other side? Looks around, just like...
Well,
I mean, that's an excellent point.
we're fairly certain that Rosabella will be there. And with what Camille can do, possibly her as well. If she is back. All I know is that Shala told us to make sure that her mother couldn't get a word out for very long. That it would be dangerous.
Like...
Anybody got silence prepared?
Oh.
Funny you mentioned that.
Oh, good! Gonna slap down the mom shut the fuck up card. All right. Yeah. Shall we?
Rhea goes up to the door and prepares to open it.
Alright.
off the bat, Annika is going to be sticking with Rhea.
Ooh.
And anybody want some Shanti War Paint before we go in? It can add 30 feet to your movement or give you the blur spell. Make you a little bit harder to hit.
Oh, how long
Hold
does
up,
it take
wait
to
a minute.
apply that? Like,
It's a good question.
I don't know. I
Which-
assumed it might
Which
is an
spell?
action.
the
Blur
apply
Shuanti
the
war
war
paint.
paint.
Yeah.
No, that takes a minute.
Mm.
Do we have a minute?
Sure.
Mm.
Sure.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being harder to hit, considering I'm damage sponge.
We have four uses of it, and a scroll of blur. So,
Hell yeah.
Rhea, I'm wary. And you know, if you do stripes with like the black and the blue, then you can get blur and you can move 30 feet faster. But
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I'm sorry.
Is that allowed? Because I will absolutely do that.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Is what allowed? I'm sorry.
Using both types of war paint at
No.
the same time.
One at a time.
Okay.
Aw. Boo.
Yeah, I'd rather go with blur then.
Same.
I am actually gonna do the blue war paint.
Nice.
Oh.
So Ross starts painting on you guys, Shuanti symbols. And, Ross, you're familiar. You've seen this paint used several times. And you all start looking decked out like Shuanti warriors. Those of you... Who's using the ones with blur? Rhea and...
Me and Rhea. Amelia and Rhea.
Gotcha. So, as Aros finishes the painting, you begin to get fuzzy and blur as if you're shifting and wavering.
Nice.
And, Sib, what does the blue one do?
Adds 30 feet to movement.
Oh, yeah. You finish it on yourself and you feel much sprier.
Blue always did look good with my brown hair and brown eyes.
Very
You know what? Actually, I
It
would
doesn't
also-
look good with your brown hair and brown eyes.
As a matter of fact.
I feel like we need to talk about this. No. I will.
mhm.
I will also activate one of my fleetness materia.
Important
interesting.
question.
Mm-hmm.
The materia, the ability materia, if your ability score is already at 20, does it still add on or no? Is it capped at 20?
No, it's magical, so it adds on. But the ability only adds the ability adds like 1, right? For a certain amount of time.
No, it's a +2 materia. There's a +1 and a +2
Oh, gotcha,
materia,
gotcha.
and I got the
No,
+2.
no, it's magical, so it counts.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna activate that then. I'm gonna be extra smart for a little bit.
You guys seem to be over preparing for this. I think. I don't know what you're so
Oh,
worried
no.
about.
Sounds fake, but okay.
Have to forgive me. I'm grabbing a drink real quick because
How fucking dare you?
TPK should never be done on a dry throat.
Considering, could I also do a materia of viciousness?
Depends on where it's.
Fleetness
it
is
is.
armor, viciousness is weapon. Yeah,
Sword.
absolutely, you could.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's like. So, how long does it last?
8 hours.
Oh yeah, you're golden. You're golden. Just remember how long your materials last, guys.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, perfect. Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break so I can go to the little boy's room, and you all can prep yourselves, and we'll see everyone back here in just a moment.
Sure.
It's disgusting.
Alrighty.
Important question, Squee, and I feel like I've already asked this, but I just want to double check and make sure. The +2 materia, would that would that affect the like the spell DC or the spell like the +2 spell attacks and things like that?
Which materia exactly? The ability materia? I think it
Yes.
states directly what it applies to. I think it's just. Well, I'd have to read it again.
Yeah, it's plus to saving throws and any ability, any skills associated with the chosen ability.
Right. So skills, not attack rolls.
Well, the attack rolls is using her modifier.
Right, but yeah, I don't think it was intended. For example, like if you do the strength, it's not making you to hit better. It's more like it increases athletics, and saving throws and things like that nature.
Okay.
Um, though now that I say it, I don't know why it wouldn't. Right. For the time being, let's err on the side of fun, and I'll figure that out later.
All right. And that's +2 to the actual modifier, not just +2 to
No,
the
plus 2 to
overall
the score, so it's just plus 1
Okay.
to the modifier.
Fine.
Give me 1 second.
Well, but it says +2 to saving throws and ability checks, so that would imply that.
Oh, then okay.
Plus.
If that's the case, okay. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it now as I speak. But yes, but that does not apply to attack rolls because specifically that was not mentioned. So
Okay.
because I'm not having a materia give you a +2 when it's only like 300 gold. Like +2 to attack and damage. Not gonna happen. That would be overpowered.
Fine, I guess.
Hey, Squee.
Can I get a
Yes,
+5
ma'am.
to attack?
Right.
I
Yes,
have that
ma'am.
Death Ward materia that lasts for how long?
You have the what?
Death Ward?
Hang on. Let me pull up my materia system. I'm pretty sure it's 8 hours, but let's see. Death. Where'd it go? Where is it?
Which one is that? Advantage on death saving throws or something like that?
Why don't I see a death ward? I don't see that either. Is Deathward an actual materia? Is it called something else?
That's what I have is the Death Ward materia.
Is it the
Interesting.
materia of soul? The one that gives you advantage on death saves?
I would have to be. It's the only thing because there is no
Sure.
there is no materia called Deathward.
That's sure.
Okay, so materia of soul bonus action lasts 24 hours. Advantage on death saving throws.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Give me a second, everyone. I've got to move something. All right. Everyone ready?
Real quick, Chris, do you know if that's in armor or a weapon?
Armor?
I would,
Armor?
yeah, I would think that would be an armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's it. I'm ready.
Nice. All right. Give me 1 second, and I will move you guys over. I'm moving you over to another map. This may not be the order that you want to be in. I'll allow you guys to kind of reassemble yourselves. But,
yeah, symbol.
What, you think that was an
Yes,
accident
yes.
or something? There is no map grid, but you can see grids on the map, so just place yourself within a square when you move. And the measurements should be correct. Where is...
Gotcha.
There we go. Let's do something like that.
Sweet, how did you do the blue thing?
What blue thing?
There's a blue over my intelligence. It's a plus 22 now. But there's like a little asterisk next to it.
On your
And when I
character sheet?
yeah, and when I like hover over it, it turns back to 20.
Holy crap! I didn't do that.
Wild.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Did you not do that?
No,
I didn't do that.
I
What?
didn't do that.
I did that.
Shit.
Amelia, what did you do?
I don't know. Like, I'm not complaining. It's useful, but like, I don't know. I don't know how it happened. Whatever, it's fine.
I'm thinking what this is saying is that your intelligence is over 20, which means it must be magical. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my guess.
Whatever. And it's fine. Fine.
All
Anyways,
right. You guys
You
walk
ready?
through the door. Are you all ready to walk through the door, I should ask?
is everyone here?
I'm here.
Oh yeah, I was muted. Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Ooh, pretty.
You walk through the door and you find yourselves in a very different place. You're standing on the same cobblestone that was made up in the alley where Eli was abandoned and the Black Rose first found him. But there are no walls, there are no buildings. The rocks end in jagged points, and if you look over the side, you see nothing but eternity and swirling color. Some feet away, you see Eli. The same age you saw him in the real world, even dressed the same way, suspended in midair, his arms and legs hanging limply almost like a marionette, and cradling his face, saying soft words to him. You see Rosabella, the Black Rose. She looks up as you all enter. Well, well, well. It's been a while. You all have a lot to answer for. Especially you. She turns to Muri, still cradling Eli. I would think a mother would understand.
Everybody who's standing next to Weary sees the feathers around her neck rise like hackles.
My
Understand.
children. My children are everything to me. And yet one by one, you keep taking them. And now, you're trying to take my precious Eli too? It wasn't enough you killed Camille. It's not enough you turned my precious Shala. Now you want Eli? I will not have it. He is my son, and you can't have him. A day will come, a reckoning. But I have matters to attend to and a son that needs me, so you have one chance. Walk away, and I will forget that you ever trespassed here. And she turns back to Eli, stroking his hair.
As I reorient myself to be at the front of the pack.
As Ross goes
Ross
rocketing towards
leaves.
the back of the map.
Yep. Like, those rocks. Can I stand on them with my boots or slippers of spider climb?
I mean, they're like 4 feet tall. You can, but it's not going to make a big difference.
I mean, 4 feet is doubling her size, so like, come on.
Sure. Yeah.
Weary takes a step forward to stand beside Rhea. They are not things to be kept uncoddled, nor pets to be kept on leads. They were never yours. And the first person to trespass here was you.
You dare accuse me of trespassing where I have every right to be? I really thought you would understand. A mother's love is all-consuming. Children need to know their place. They are nothing without me.
Why you abuse them?
Life is hard, Paladin. I don't expect you to understand hidden in your roses and pretty colors, but life is pain. I have made my children strong.
You've also made them hate you.
Children
Family's
do
supposed to
not-
be the one place that you're supported and loved unconditionally. And you have taken those you call your children, and you've turned them against yourself, against you yourself.
Children do not need to be strong. Children need to be.
I knew someone who spoke as you did once. But they were soft, decadent. My family will survive the ages. Gadrian's plan will cause chaos and devastation to your precious little town and all the surrounding area. Your Shawanti, she says, raising her voice to Eros, will be wiped away like dust on a boot. But my family will survive. Survival is what matters. Tell me, Weary, if your advice is so good, where's your family? Why aren't they standing beside you?
Weary turns to Rhea, Annika, Amelia, Aras. I think you'll find that they are.
I mean, the only creature that I knew whose goal was purely just to survive was the cockroach.
Get her
Everything
ass.
else.
Get her ass.
Her eyes stay locked with Mary's. I didn't realize it was so easy. Get one family killed, find some more. What an easy life you lead. Does that wipe away your guilt? Does that make you sleep better at night?
Rhea nudges you, Mwiri. We can't let her talk for long. She tries to say this so that Rosabella can't hear.
Sure. Let me do something then. That's not what I wanted. She doesn't have a plus to that, so we'll just do this.
So she gets a minus, right?
No. She doesn't seem to have heard.
You know, my father used to talk about family and legacy and how long they would survive. But, well, unfortunately for him, the Osler name has gone extinct. I wonder, what will happen to the Valentine name after you're gone?
Her eyes finally meet with yours, tearing them away from Weary. I suppose my children will carry it on. The Valentines have survived for over 1,000 years. Our methods are beyond reproach.
Which children is that? Was that Iso and Shala who treat your name as if it were a curse word? And Aras is just trying to stall for time to give other people time to get into position.
Where you have a plus sign.
Well, yeah, as her eyes slide away from Weary, cast silence.
You do what?
Cast silence.
Okay, I need everyone to roll initiative, because Weary, that's incredibly noticeable.
Yeah, I know. Not all of
Alrighty.
us have sorcery points and fancy things where we can cast silently.
Into combat we go.
Oh my god.
I rolled above Amelia. Fuck, Mwiri. Oh shit.
Wow.
I'm in danger.
Let's hope that roll doesn't continue.
That was secret, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Well, check the stream. You'll see it there.
Mm-hmm. No, I see it on the turn order.
Give me a second. I'll
Stream
switch
is
her.
looking at of Rosabella and not the map.
Here we go. Public. There we go.
Yeah, it's on Rosabella.
Gotcha. Let me take Rosabella off. There we go.
I mean, if you could take her off the map as well, that'd be very,
Yeah, that'd be
very
great.
considerate of you.
The second you start to move, Murray, you start to cast. Rosabella moves faster, almost impossibly fast. Her hands move in motions, her voice sings out archaic words. And right next between Rhea and Amelia, something starts to grow out of the ground. A rose of black light grows and blossoms in the ground. Weary, your turn.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm. You go to cast Silence, and as you begin and almost finish the casting, Black Rose flicks out her hand. Cast Counterspell, and the words die in your throat.
Anybody else got a counter for that, or
No.
are we gonna play the wizard game where we do that?
Unfortunately, not this group. Anything else, Mary?
I'm sorry.
I take it to mean that you have it, you just didn't prepare it.
No, all of the spells I have are prepared and what I have.
Yeah, Amelia
that's
doesn't
right.
have
I just
kind
don't
of stuff.
have it.
No, fuck me, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a lie. I'll probably knock back a potion.
Gotcha. All right.
What's a superior? What's a?
Superior 8d8 plus 8.
I don't
I
need
think.
that many. I think I'm good. Greater is
44 plus 4. Yeah.
okay.
Rhea, your turn.
I'd like to phone a friend.
Uh-huh. Portly comes charging through.
There's my boy. So 5, 10, 15. Oh, I can just make it up there. Thank God for material. I'm going to attempt to do the stabby stab,
All right.
hoping. We all know my track record.
You got this. With advantage.
Okay. Oh, okay, so that's the first one. Second one's 14.
First one hits, second one does not.
For 8 piercing damage.
Person, gotcha. Ah! She like grimaces at you. Anything
and I'd
else?
Also shield of faith on myself.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. As a bonus action, Rosabella begins to sing a solemn melody, but Rhea, it begins to rock you to your core as you begin to feel despair growing heavily upon you. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Is this to make me frightened?
No.
Oh, damn it. Okay. What kind of save?
Charisma, please.
Charisma. Right.
Nicely
Plus
done.
14.
You take half of this damage. Wow. You take 11 psychic damage as despair grips you and almost brings you to your knees from just her voice alone. But within a second, you shake it off and stand back up. And she raises an eyebrow. Give me a second. Yeah. Yep. Anything else? Oh, wait, that was a legendary action. What am I saying? Russ! Your turn.
Screw it. Ross is just gonna take aim and shoot.
Alright.
24.
24. is a hit.
23 piercing damage.
All right, nicely done.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Branding Smite is a bonus action, so I'm going to cast Branding Smite.
On your next shot.
Yeah, so on my weapon, so it'll be there for the next shot.
Gotcha. Nice. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, if I could back up any further, that would be awesome, but...
Nope. Like the thing is, that's the edge of the you'd fall off if you back up any further.
That's fine.
Gotcha. All right. Then as a legendary action, seeing you stand back up, Rhea, Rosabella looks at you and says, "You have no idea how happy I was and how much I loved Shala when she killed your grandfather," and cast Vicious Mockery on you. I need a wisdom save, please.
Turn off the vintage.
Nicely done. Doesn't seem to phase you much.
As Rhea just kind of looks up at her like, that's already been resolved.
Amelia. Your
Oh
turn.
boy. She's going to. I would like her to make a con save at disadvantage, please.
Of course. Let's see here. Disadvantage. 11.
Cool.
What's the spell?
She is blind.
She legendarily resists it.
That's nice.
She closes her eyes. She closes her eyes for a moment and then opens them, her eyes actually flaring with light. Nice try. Anything else, Amelia?
Nope.
Alright. Give me a second here. As a bonus action, Rhea, you see the Black Rose raise her arms, and magic begins to transform her. All of you see this. She becomes incredibly beautiful, magically beautiful, undeniably beautiful, as she casts Unbreakable Majesty. For the next minute, unless she is incapacitated, whenever a creature tries to attack her for the first time on a turn, they must make a saving throw. On a fail, you cannot attack them. You must choose a new target. On a success, you can. On a success, you can attack it on this turn, but you have disadvantage on any saving throws it makes against your spells on your next turn. She is magically beautiful to the extent that it is hard for you to function. And then give me a second here. She is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on you, Rhea.
She's really mad that I fucked her daughter.
A little bit.
So what does this do?
I need a wisdom save, please.
Get
Yeah.
fucked.
All right. That means. On a successful save, you take half as much damage, but you don't have to move or anything. So you take half of 9, which is 4.
Alright. Ow.
I know, right? Weary.
Well, I know that Ria's been the one making most of these saves up until now, but like, for the rest of us.
Murray, just so you know, before you continue, the second you move...
Hold
Block-
on, hold
Mhm.
on. Do you need me to, like, move myself back where I was?
No. Right there is fine.
Okay.
But just keep track of how much you moved. Black Rose, the second you start moving towards her, drops concentration on the spell she was holding, as it is something that you can do at any time with no action needed. And the Black Rose next to Amelia blossoms as the delayed fireball blast explodes in a black flamed rose, almost like a nuclear explosion. Black rose petals of flame sear the three of you. Give me a second. And I need you all to make dex saves, please.
Weary, babe.
None of you succeed.
I don't have less one.
Nice
Hold on, let me
voice.
turn that off.
You all take 41 points of damage.
I take 20 points of damage with my Ring of Evasion.
Yes, you
Nice.
do. As the flames overwhelm you and burn into you. Murray, it is still very much your turn. She just dropped concentration on that.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I gotta do math.
I
Give me a
know.
second. How dare you make me do math?
Mhm.
What did you say? Was that to me?
Just do your shit.
I'm doing my thing. Hold on. How far are you? 30, 35. Fuck. I think I gotta pick one. And Ria's been doing the most. Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry,
fine.
Ross, I can't get you because you moved all the way to the back. No, for this turn, I will, hold on. Let me double check the, yep, okay, I got it. Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Logistics.
No, it's fine. Trust me, I'm working through a lot too.
Yeah. For now, I will. Oh, bastard! Those are all concentrations. I have way too many concentration spells.
Mhm. I was thinking the same thing too, because Black Rose was holding concentration on the delayed fireball, and I was like, she cast, huh? Hmm.
No. For now, I will cast Beacon of Hope. I can't get you, Ross. Sorry. But Amelia, me, and Annika, why not, and Rhea, you all have advantage on wisdom saves, advantage on death saves, and anytime you heal, you regain the maximum number of hit points.
So advantage on wisdom and death saves.
And beefy healing.
Beefy healing.
And that's it from me.
Gotcha. All right. As a legendary action, Black Rose is going to step here and then here. Rhea, your turn.
Okay. Is a wisdom save to hit her?
Correct.
try?
Correct. It's think like Sanctuary.
Yeah.
But it's not concentration. Sanctuary's not concentration either, is it? Right? That is a fail.
A 29 is a fail.
Why do you have advantage?
We literally
Beacon
just
of Hope, you
met.
can't cast that.
Hang on, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Beacon
You
of
just
Hope.
cast Beacon of
Oh.
Hope, which gives you advantage on wisdom saves.
I'm completely dumb. By all means, hit her ass.
Said this multiple times.
I know, I was focusing
I
on
spent
her.
all that time deliberating.
I'm
and didn't even
multitasking,
care
leave
about
me
the
alone.
outcome.
Please hit her.
Okay. So, first attack with advantage. 17.
That is a miss.
Fuck. Second attack that's a miss.
Miss.
Yeah, babe.
It's fine. It'd be like that.
Do I need to drop concentration and give you bless
The
instead?
spell
Would that
slots.
help?
Listen, fuck off. What else do I have? Do I have any of these that are a bonus action? That's an action, that's an action. That's a bonus action. Have I used that recently? I think I did. So I cannot use that again right now. Okay, that's it.
Gotcha. Anything else? That's your turn?
That's it.
Alright. As two legendary actions, she begins to sing again a melancholic aria. And Muri and Rhea, I need you both to make charisma saving throws.
Oh, fun.
17.
Hmm.
Rhea, you literally just need to roll. Oh, fucking...
Hold on. There we go. Yay!
Unfortunately, neither of you pass this time, and you both take 7 points of psychic damage and fall prone, weeping on the floor as you are overwhelmed with despair.
Oh, that's fun.
Amelia and Aras, you see Rhea and Muri. It doesn't have to be loud, like maybe you're doing it silently, right? But you see them on the floor in just sheer despair. Aras.
30 feet. Okay. How far do I have to? So Aras is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. 5 feet. I think I am still within 30 feet. Oops, sorry. Be right there.
Tackles the Black Rose.
Okay. I'm within 30 feet of Rhea. So I'm going to cast Bless on Wary, Amelia, and Rhea.
Oh, also, Real quick, Miri, roll me a Constitution saving throw. It's not going to be a hard one. There's only 7 points of damage taken.
Ooh, that's right.
Con save?
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, alright.
Do you have... What do you...
The faith up, right?
Oh, right. Sorry,
I
Ross.
think that plus one was bless. I just turned that on because I
Yeah,
just got a cat from the whoops.
Either way, you more than passed. Sorry, Ross, you were doing?
I was casting Bless. I was reloading my gun, and basically, if I were to say like walk off the corner here, would I be able to like go down 10, 15 feet? So like be out of range of like future fireball attacks or something?
You might, but you wouldn't be able to see or hit her.
That's fine. I can always run back up and try to shoot.
That is true.
So that was 35 feet, so I've got another 20 feet. So I'm gonna go 5 feet up here, and then 15 feet down to however far towards the underside that would take me.
Gotcha.
Smooth.
Um,
Is that okay?
That is fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to determine shite.
In space.
All right.
I just wanted to move it off the thing so you know I'm not on that ledge. I'm actually like underneath it.
Understood. Gotcha.
That fireball wasn't fun. I don't want to repeat that again.
It was, 13d6. Anything else, Ross?
Nope, that's everything.
Understood. Amelia, your turn.
Cool. So I just realized that I should probably be in an actual square. Also, is this just like a pit?
That's
hole
like
in
the
ground?
portal you walk through with the door. You can basically kind of ignore it for now.
Okay, just
That's how you entered. Yeah, but you're fine.
cool. So, I'm going to. What is it? I guess I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw in order to cast slow on her. I
Okay.
do have to make a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I have to. No, wait. Wait, why do you have to make the wisdom saving throw?
Because
try and
you've got
attack
the,
Oh.
you've got the fancy face right
let me be sure that's any attack. I think it is, but let's be sure, just in case it's just, weapon attack. I want to make sure I'm not. Tries to attack you. Yeah, so that would count. Make a wisdom with advantage.
Please, honey, I'm begging you.
Oh,
Yes!
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Very nice.
All right, so
What does she have to roll?
She gets to make a wisdom saving throw, again at disadvantage.
Okay. She succeeds.
oh.
Fuck.
Wow, that was just a really good roll on her 18-18.
Can you use my inspiration? No, I know I can't.
Anything else, Amelia?
No, it's fine. I'll just be over here.
Understood.
That was my inspiration to make her uninspired.
So, give me a second here. I need to look up something. That's what? That did not do at all what I told you to do.
Feeling when you refresh the page and somehow end up in Rising Gods.
Right. Alright. She's going to look at Murray and say, I think that's enough of that. And snaps her fingers, and an ethereal violin with an ethereal bow appears in her hands, and she begins playing an extremely fast song, her fingers blazing up and down the neck. And Rhea, I mean, you've been around Shala a long time. Shala's wonderful. This is fucking absurd.
Mm-hmm.
As the music itself reaches out and tries to strike at you, Murray. 21 to hit.
God.
You take 37 psychic damage.
Ouch.
As the music starts making your ears bleed. I need a concentration check, please. And the DC would be, for this, it would be 15, 16, 17, 18.
Hold on, let me do. I'm doing math.
I know. That was more for me.
Do math better.
No.
I know, it's been a long day. Math sucks.
Con save, con?
Yes. 13 plus
17?
4, 17? No. 18 DC for that damage.
Ah.
As a bonus action, Mantle of Majesty. She turns to you, Rhea, and attempts to cast command on you.
Oh, fuck me.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Alright. And we just lost advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
She says, she points to your rapier, throw, behind you. And you turn and throw your rapier. What rapier are you using?
Did you just take out the recall materia?
It's my tier 1 rapier.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me unbreak your heart a little bit, alright, Rhea? You're in a dream. So the real rapier is just sitting on the floor right now.
No, I know, but
But this rapier has just been launched into the void.
that's the best weapon that I have on me.
She then just gives a very satisfied smile. Murray, your turn. Actually, you have another, but it's not quite as good. At least not at the moment.
Fuck me. Jesus Christ.
Welcome to the Black Rose, everyone.
Yeah.
The head of the Valentine family. All you gotta do is get through her and you got Eli. It's easy peasy.
Beacon of Hope 2, Electric Boogaloo, let's go. I have to burn a 4th level spell for this.
Oh, Christ.
Do you have to be able to see the person for them to get benefit, or just be within a certain
You
distance
just have
of
to
you?
be within 30 feet of me.
Murray,
Oh!
Blue,
What?
Blue.
I
Don't hate
you.
me.
I
Don't
hate
hate
you
me. Don't
already.
hate me,
No,
Blue.
I'm preemptively hating you.
Blue, you're my friend. I adore your counterspell. I love you, Blue.
You son of a bitch.
It's okay, she'll run out of spell slots eventually.
I'm already almost there.
Yeah, cool. It wasn't like I'm at 17 hit points or anything, and I really needed that so that I could down a superior healing potion or anything. Squee, I'm going to flay you alive.
I'm sorry, it's
You're
her.
not.
This is my job. Like, I make fun all the time of like TPK this, TPK that, but anytime you guys are really in a hard fight, I'm just like, please don't die.
D4 plus 8 is a superior?
Superior is 8d4 plus 8, correct.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Move. That's all you could do at the moment.
Throw myself off the cliff now. I don't.
Like the rapier.
Done.
Sure.
Too soon.
I will find you.
Hi, Rhea. Jesus Christ, can you guys imagine how bad it's going to be like in the final fight of the game? I'm going to seriously have to hire bodyguards or something. Because you guys will be here when that happens.
Mm-hmm. From the other room, you hear screams.
Real quick from the peanut gallery, supposedly Black Rose needs to make a check for the counterspell.
Oh, level 4, correct?
I did
Yeah.
have to burn a level 4 for that.
Okay, alright. What's the DC? What's the DC?
My spell
What's the
save
DC?
DC? Is that what it is?
No, it's 10 plus the level of the spell. So DC 14 for
Oh, wow.
Arcon check. So it's not a hard, but hey, she could flop it. Why don't they have? Why do monsters never have their spell attack as a just a button I can press? It is what? It's what? Gosh darn it! What is your spell attack save? You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Let me throw a firebolt, see what her plus to it is, and that's what her plus is. It is 7.
D20. We need it.
7 plus 5. Right. Because 7 plus 5 is what, 12? Plus 12. Yeah, so it's still counterspells.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, because her charisma's at 24. Did I mention this is a challenge rating 14 person?
Oh.
Yeah, I love that we're coming to this at the end of a dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Rhea? Your turn.
I would like a free action to mourn the loss of my rapier.
I understand.
And then what is it to pull out another weapon? I don't quite remember.
Movement. Part of your movement.
Part of the movement?
Yeah, so basically a free action.
Right, and you did not get me the stats for that other sword.
Oh!
So
Let me get you them stats now.
cool. So I would like to see if it's better than the other one that I have on me.
It is 1d8 plus a light weapon. Yeah, it's a light weapon, 1d8, and then you can store spells in it. Think like a rapier.
Okay, so this one's better. So human bane rapier. 'Cause fuck you.
She is human.
Yeah. So +3 on damage. Gotcha. First one at advantage. Oh fuck! Wait, no, I have to make a save first.
Yep.
Get fucked.
That's a hit. Wait, yeah, with advantage, right? Yep, that's a hit.
See if I can hit with the second one. No.
Yo.
So this would be 10 damage.
Okay. Alright. Anything else for you?
No.
Okay. As a legendary action, she turns to you and says, "Maybe I should kill Murray first. Let you watch another parent die, and cast vicious mockery on you."
Technically, she's not my mom yet.
That's what happens if you save. Yeah.
30
God,
fucking
so
five.
fucking wasted. Oh, Ross, it's your turn.
Okay. Ross will slowly creep up that 15 feet back up over the edge to
Mhm.
where she can see her, and then I guess I'm just gonna shoot. So 16.
That is a miss.
Yep. Okay. Ross slowly creeps back down over the edge.
Wisdom save. She missed anyway. So.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Amelia. Legendary action from Black Rose.
Mhm.
She throws out a firebolt at you. 25 to hit.
Yeah, I guess.
18 fire damage. Your turn, Amelia.
I guess I'll make a normal wisdom save with my plus fucking 3. We don't have bless right now, correct?
No.
Dude.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
We
a
gave
different
it
to
person.
Roth.
Oh, right. Yeah. Ross did. I was thinking because Ross was
Yeah,
the only
'cause
one that had it.
Barry
Yeah, at
dropped
first.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
That's why I'm hiding over the edge.
Okay. Still, let's have a little faith. Faith is entirely misplaced. My character is useless. Good to know. End turn.
Legendary action to eat Amelia out to get my sword.
Yeah, sure. um. Let's see here. Black Rose. She turns towards you, Ria, playing incredibly quickly on the violin, assaulting you with the music. And misses the first one. And then she lashes out at her bow at you. And misses
She
again.
shouldn't attack her own weapon. That's not intelligent.
Hey, that's a turn. Weary, your turn. Stupid paladins in their AC.
Get fucked.
I'm kind of sad Bless doesn't stack. That might be funny. I guess I will cantrip at her? Jesus. Deck save! Yeehaw!
Deck save. Going. 17.
Why do I bother?
Is 17 not your AC?
17 is my DC.
Yeah, gotcha. Alright. So yeah. Anything else, Murray?
I
Okay. Rhea, your turn.
Oh wait, that's an advantage.
Correct. That's a hit.
And then
That's a miss.
So 11, 14 points.
All right. Okay. Nice. Anything else?
Do I have anything particularly good? Oh, that's the wrong spell. What does this one do? You know what? I will cast Searing Smite for my next turn.
Okay. Gotcha. Legendary actions, well, her last two. I need... Muri, are you still within 30 feet? Yes. I need Muri and Rhea to make wisdom. No, charisma. Charisma saving throws.
Fuck you.
Nice.
Look.
Not as
Now
nice.
you're just
Some
beating
of
up
us
on
don't get that
Weary.
choice.
I know. I'm not trying to, but Black Roses, she hates Muri. Muri 10 psychic damage and you fall prone. Rhea 5 and you stay standing.
At this point, Rhea's just showing off with those
Fucking saves, yeah.
Mhm.
Fuck my life. Okay.
Amelia.
Yep.
You kind of skipped me, dude.
I did skip you. Or Ross!
Oh.
My apologies.
Which is totally fine. It's completely understandable that you would skip her, because Ross is slowly walking. Can I walk
Because
on the
Ross
other
is
side
about to
all the
fuck
way
her
around?
up. Yeah, you've got the increased movement for it. Sure. I'll say it's about like 10 feet down, so we'll say 22, 32, 40, 42 feet to get to the other side.
Okay. Yeah, she's got plenty. So she will do that, and she'll stay like right off the edge. And she's going to hold Channel Divinity
Okay. For what?
until right before Rhea's turn.
Okay. Understood. Is that it? Is that her turn?
Yep, staying far from the edge, but yeah.
Amelia!
Insane. Yep. That's
Mm-hmm. Anything else, Amelia?
No, that's it. That's it.
Gotcha.
I can't do anything else.
She's so pretty. Alright, Black Rose's turn. Black Rose. Her focus is starting to turn to Rhea because how fucking dare you?
Fuck you. If only Rhea weren't too polite, I could actually say that.
What would she do? Exactly. She would...
Surrender?
Oh, she is that vindictive. Weary, I need a wisdom check. Saving throw, please. Ah, you're fine. She points to you. Grovel. But fucking Weary ain't groveling today.
Yeah, Weary cocks her head. No.
Angrily, she turns towards you, Rhea, and still playing the music, assaulting you with it. 23? That does barely hit.
She does have disadvantage to hit me
Does she?
because I also have the blur thing.
Hey, so nothing. That misses. Nicely
Hit,
done. All right. Thank you. You got to remind me of these things. Weary, your turn.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess I need her to make a dex save. I don't have a lot of damage spells.
Gotcha. 21.
Yeah, no.
Anything else, Weary?
That's it.
Okay.
So I'm good for. How's everybody looking on hit points?
I'm good.
I'm at 82 out of 115. I still have 30 temp.
Okay.
All right. Rhea, before your turn, I believe, Ross, you were going to do Channel Divinity.
Yep, Oros just peeks her head up and casts Channel Divinity.
Alright.
At,
To make Black Rose vulnerable, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So, Rhea.
Alright. 17. I don't think that gets it.
I'll use my inspiration.
I'm here.
It'd be a really good time to do it.
Fucking use my inspiration.
Yours?
Do it.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Did I fucking stutter?
So, first attack is an 18.
That's a hit.
Awesome. Second attack,
Is also
Ooh.
a hit.
excellent. So,
Didn't you cast a smite at some point too?
I did. I'll get that. Let me do my stuff. I gotta make sure I actually get everything. So, she has. Remind me how your vulnerability thing works.
Doubles
Ross?
damage.
Double damage.
All damage.
All
For
of it?
that, for the first attack.
Yeah.
But anything you throw into that first attack is doubled.
That's hot. All right, hold on.
Yeah, I know. It's a really good Channel Divinity when you use it smartly, like Sib does.
I need her to make a con save.
Black Rose, what's your con? Nope.
So, allow me to humor you all with what's happened. So Rhea's rapier flares with this white hot intensity as she stabs at the Black Rose, and she ignites in flames. At the start of each of her turns until my my spell ends, so a minute. She can make another con save. If she fails, she takes another d6 of fire damage.
Does she need to spend an action to do so?
If the at the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must make a con save. It doesn't say.
Okay, so no, it'll always say like you can spend an action to like breaking a grapple, right? So otherwise, it's just like most spells where you just make it every turn, like slow. Got you. But right now she takes what? 32 points.
32?
Yeah, 32 points of damage for the first attack.
Oh, plus I'm sorry. It gets an extra +3, so 13 plus 6. So that is 38.
38 points of damage. All right. Give me a second here. Okay. Very nice. You have another attack, I believe.
I do.
Well, another damage, yeah.
Extra
Another 10. Hey, she's bloodied. She's starting to take the damage and feel it. Anything else?
Nice. No. That's it.
Okay. Ross.
So to attack her, I have
no.
to do a wisdom save?
Yes, but before your turn, she takes a legendary action.
If this requires line of sight, I believe Aras is down below.
Ross is not. She is up because she was holding that channel divinity. She has to be inside a black rose to cast it.
Never mind.
Yeah, my head's just peeking just barely above the edge so I can see her, and then I, duck down real quick, but...
She uses a legendary action to throw a firebolt at you. 31's a hit. You take 25 fire. Good God, 25 fire damage. Now it's
There's
your turn.
no save or anything from that?
She rolled the hit, so
It's an attack.
yeah,
Okay,
firebolt's
cool,
an attack
cool.
spell.
Cool. Alright, so first thing is wisdom save?
Correctamundo.
21.
That's a hit. I mean, yes, that's a yes.
Enough to... Okay. Oh, fuck. Yep. Okay. I will duck back down, this time totally out of sight, and figure out what the heck is going on with my thunder cannon as I reload it.
Understood. All right. Amelia, your turn.
So, would the columns be in the way of things? Should I happen to double move to this point over here?
No,
right
not
here?
really. They're thin. Not gonna make them.
Cool,
cause too much
awesome. I'm gonna double move to be over here, and move Annika to a Ross.
Rude.
I'm giving you flanking, ma'am.
I didn't stutter.
And that's my turn.
Gotcha. Black Rose sees you coming, turns to you, finally joining the fun, are you? And, pretissimo at you. 20 to your AC.
Disadvantage because of blur, and I will shield that.
Nice. Gotcha. That misses. As a bonus action... Give me a second here. Roll me,
Yes.
Amelia, you don't have to roll me a wisdom saving throw. She tells you, walk away. And you feel a small compulsion to do so. But it just fades away. Roll me an Arcana check, Amelia.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is interesting and very worrying. Command doesn't work on the undead.
So there's a split second of eyes wide and then narrow.
Her eyes widen as well. Murray, your turn.
Oh boy, so everybody's getting in on this fight, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to bonus action smack Rhea upside the head with this shield of faith.
Oh.
And
Wait, doesn't she already have a shield of
I
faith?
already have
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Can I
Did
slightly
Miri
change
stutter?
That? Can I slightly change that?
Yes,
Put
you
that
can.
on Amelia.
Yeah,
What does
absolutely.
it do?
Plus 2
to the AC.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Murray says, I didn't stutter. Smack Rhea upside the head.
Ow.
And then I guess deck save from the Black Rose?
Sure.
I mean, I'm wasting my time with these. I know I am, but like...
Well, not if you do them enough times, right? Sooner or later.
That's a wisdom save first.
Yep. Save first.
Yeah,
Oh,
not a
fuck.
problem.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
And she fails. Hey! Sooner or later. Nice. 13 radiant damage. Okay, she's starting to look... So, interesting thing to note. She's starting to look hurt, but by hurt, I don't mean that she's bleeding, but she's starting to look translucent.
This is a dream world.
Mm-hmm. Anything else, Mary?
That 5, 10... I think I was here. No, I'm good.
Alright. As legendary actions, she takes 2 legendary actions and casts Melancholic Aria. I need all of you, including Eros, because it's people that can hear her, to make a charisma saving throw.
So is the distance between me and Aras correct?
You'd add like 10 more feet to that.
Oh,
Because she's down.
am I close enough
Well,
to you?
The other
Yeah,
two
that's
get
10.
close?
get a +4.
Yeah, Muri and Rhea are the only ones. No, so Eros is further away because she's down.
Well, do I not also?
Yeah,
'Cause-
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're flanking.
So it's charisma saving throw.
Woo! Nicely done, Eros.
I don't know what
Rhea.
you're talking about.
And Amelia. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Muri.
17's not enough.
No, it's not. She's got a DC 19. Oh, no, actually for this, she's got a DC, DC 19. So... 15 Muri, 15 psychic damage, everyone else 7 psychic damage, and Muri, you fall prone.
Yeah, I know. we keep doing this.
I know! She doesn't like you, Muri.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out just specifically from how this fight's been going.
Look, Dan's not here, so someone has to be the yo-yo.
Uh-huh.
No, I thought that was my job.
You stole her daughter. I mean, Rhea did too, but you're a mom. You should understand.
Uh-huh.
I had a joke there, but I'm just gonna keep that one to myself.
Just a note for the viewers. The Black Rose's reasoning is completely fucked. I believe this is a human being, but she thinks that Murray should understand.
I
So
have a joke, but I can't put that in the public chat.
Ooh, put it in the private then.
Yeah, I know.
Those are both hits.
not sure what that's about.
Uh,
Ignore the second number on each one. That's only for crits.
Gotcha.
So it's, 12
12.
plus 3. No, this one already has it on it, so it's 12.
Okay. She's slowly getting whittled down.
I can hear Laura laughing in the other room.
Amazing. Anything else, Rhea?
I'd like to take a free action to question certain things about that joke.
Understood. Aras, your turn.
So Aras is going to run along the underside and come up right here with
Okay.
Annika.
Uh-huh.
And Wisdom save, right?
Correct.
Yeah, just tell him we're a duck. It'll be fine.
I'm afraid not, Ross.
Yep. Okay. Does that mean I lose my action?
You can transfer it to something else. You can shoot Eli. But yeah, pretty much in this scenario, yes, you would lose your... If there were other mobs here or something, you could just attack them instead.
Cool. I will use the last 10 feet of my movement to dip that back down over the side and take a healing potion.
Understood.
Greater healing.
Okay. Last legendary action. She is going to... She's going to turn to you again, Rhea. What would she say? How's your father? Make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Father's fine, thanks for asking.
We're actually planning on getting him back.
Like-
I'll see him in again.
Firebolt's so dangerous when you're not right up in their face. Amelia, it's your turn.
Oh, real quick, I had a question. I'm assuming that her like actual attacks are using Dex, right? Not Strength.
Whose?
The Black
The only
Rose.
person attacking us.
Well, you could have. You said her. That could have been Rhea, or whatnot. Yes, I believe so. Yes,
I
actually,
don't
no, I
know.
know so for a fact. Yes,
I was gonna say.
it absolutely
I don't
is
remember
Dex.
How long?
Yeah.
All right. So, never mind then. Awesome. Got
All right.
Okay, we can do this.
We can
Amelia.
do this.
Got this.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Finally.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. So she's going to have to upcast Vampiric Touch, and she's going to smack that ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
So 14 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Amelia, keep me refrain from smacking my mother-in-law's ass.
14.
Blue,
Well,
no.
technically, no more. Technically, she's not the mother-in-law anymore. She's been readopted.
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 Ha ha! Ha!
And then I regain hit points equal to half the
Half, I
necrotic
believe.
damage dealt.
Correct.
Cool.
So 7.
So wait, does that go to my temp hit points or my actual hit? No, it's just regain. Cool. Awesome.
Correcto mundo. Give me a second. Alright, Black Rose's turn. She doesn't like you guys.
Oh,
Listen,
that's
we don't like her either.
really unfortunate.
I know. Oh boy. She's going to... How does this work exactly? Aha! Okay, not as useful as I thought. She is going to turn to Uria, and I need
As
a
she
wisdom
does.
saving throw.
As she does. 19.
That is enough.
Hell yeah.
Drop it. But you resist, and she walks this way, giving all of you attacks of opportunity if you'd like.
Yelha.
She was hoping that you'd drop your weapon.
Not this time.
Yeah, that's a hit, Amelia. Rhea, that's a hit.
13.
And 12. 2, 4, 6. Murray, do you make an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, it says dagger, but she's just
It'd be
straight up trying to claw her.
Gotcha, that's fine. That's a miss.
Miss anyways.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So 13 plus 12 is 24 or 5, right? 25 points. Whew, that did not sit well with her.
Kick her ass, Ross.
Has she been making con saves for the Searing Smite? Or was that already dealt with?
No, she hasn't. So let me
That's a
do
fair
that, and I'll add those to it. Give me a second. Okay, so those are her current hit points. Let me go ahead and make two. I think it's probably 2, right?
Probably 2.
All right, so con save 1 is a fail.
So, fail.
Con save 2 is a fail. So please roll me 2d6.
Takes
I
7
got you,
fire
Rhea.
damage. Thank you.
Nicely done.
It's still on fire.
Oh! Oh!
Bitches
Oh!
on
Oh!
fire.
Hang on. Rhea and Amelia make wisdom saves for those attacks of opportunity.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Come on, Amelia, you can do it. Yes. Yes. So good. Good. Amazing. However,
It's like we're playing.
she's
Pathfinder.
starting to look translucent, and she's starting to look pissed. She turns to you, and another black rose blossoms up in between you all. This time, she doesn't wait. She just detonates it. Black flames circling around all of you again as she casts a level 8 spell.
Oh,
Shit.
is Eli hit by this?
You will
Right?
see in a second. Fortunately for you, upcasting sucks in 5th edition.
Mm-hmm.
I need dex saves from you all. Murray, Rhea, and Amelia.
And I got a +4.
Yes, you do.
Are you
Yes, you do.
serious?
Ah,
coming this
Murray,
time.
nice, yeah. Rhea fails, Amelia fails. You both take 54 points. Amelia, you take half that. Murray, you take half that. So that's 27 points of damage for both of you.
For both of them?
Because Ring of Evasion for Amelia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When the blackness dissipates and the light returns, Eli seems unharmed in this weird bubble.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
Is everyone still up?
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right.
Oh, hang on. I need to real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
Murray, she's looking very translucent.
Nick, Amelia, Rhea, how y'all looking?
Well, I've just lost my, my Shield of Faith. But I'm at 51 out of 115.
Why did you lose your Shield of Faith?
Because I failed my con save.
Oh, I need to do that, don't I?
What? The con save that you just did?
Yeah, it's half of the damage, right?
Half.
So basically, she took
Yeah.
54 points of damage, so the DC for that was 27.
27, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Mine was 13. Let me see if your Shield of Faith is still up. No.
No. Amelia, you lose your Shield of Faith.
That's fine.
Yeah, and when I said I'm still up, I meant fucking barely. I have 6 hit points.
Yeeks.
Wow.
Uh. I'm really hotly debating if I want to be this much of an asshole, and I think the answer is yes. I need her to make a deck save.
Ah.
Okay, hold on. She takes,
Holy.
yeah, we cast Flame Strike. So she takes, what is that?
38?
15 plus 17
It's
plus
38 points of damage.
38 points of damage. Enjoy.
Jesus Christ.
She just fireballed us fucking twice. Where
Yeah.
is pissed.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, and I would love to bonus action down a healing potion. Oh, oops, I can take off that 3.
But you do, get...
You guys are so lucky. Had she survived this, she would have done something you all would have hated very, very much.
So 33 plus 16?
Yeah.
So you hit her, and with a cry of rage, no! No! Her form begins to turn translucent. I'll find you. I'll find you all. I'll find you.
We'll be waiting.
Fades from existence.
Arrivederci.
That bitch.
She was so gonna do something. I'm so glad you hit her as hard as you did.
Well, now she can go
I was
suck a
saving
dick.
that 5th level spell slot
Uh-huh.
for something just like that.
I'm just gonna she has a 9th level spell slot. Just putting that out
Yeah.
there.
I kind of thought she might have when she had an 8th level.
She was saving
Uh,
it for a rainy day and she saved it too long.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
what's the deal with the kiddo?
Yeah, what's going on with Eli?
Alright.
Ross finally gets to the other side that she was running to, and 10 feet up, which would have been her turn, and she's like, "Where is she? Where is she? Where'd she go?"
As we're all huddled around Eli, she's like, shit, missed it.
We were able to turn around and wave you over. Gone for now.
Damn it. I guess this branding smite's gonna go to waste. How's the kid?
Well, Squee, how is the kid?
Eli is hanging motionless like a marionette. The bubble you see around him you can pass through easily enough. It feels almost like jello. It's cold and almost slimy. Amelia, this is unlike any spell that you are aware of. This seems to be some sort of protective thing, but a protective thing for a psyche, for a mind, not for a person.
Was this something that he created himself?
It looks like it, yes.
Hold on, real quick. Let me make a check. If we remove him from this, is he gonna be okay?
He should be fine.
Okay. So Maria will reach in very gently and take his hand and sort of try and pull him out so that she assumes he's not going to just stand up, so that we can all kind of share the weight of his body.
Sorry, just picture Ross in the middle, trying to hold him up, but her arms are too short.
She's
You
like
got his
trying to-
ankles. It's okay.
The second you pull him from the bubble, something interesting happens. The bubble snaps and disappears. And you turn behind you, Miri, especially with your passive perception. You see that the mist had started to coalesce behind you into the form of a woman, but the second you pulled him out and the bubble shattered, it vanishes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Were we able to see, like, the outline of the woman who it might be?
yeah, Black Rose was coming back.
Got it.
Well, the second that happens, you all wake up. Back in the vault, in the same room you left.
5 more minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Whew. It was getting hard to tell which way was the horizon and which was up and down. Everybody else okay?
You see, you all wake up oddly at first. Your perception is misaligned because you are all sitting back to back in the center. It seems that Varric has dragged you all into a position where he can stand over you. You're back.
And you kept us safe. Excellent job, Varric. Excellent job.
There was nothing to keep you safe from.
You didn't know that. We didn't know that.
It's fine. We should get going now. And she kind of wobbles up to her feet.
As you do that, you all see Eli slowly stand up, open his eyes and look around. I don't... How?
Hey, kiddo, how you feeling?
She's gone. She's not in my mind. His face
Immediately.
looks
Oh,
full
go
of
ahead.
confusion.
Moiri checks him over immediately.
We told you we'd help you.
I don't... How?
We can talk about it on the way, or better yet, far away. But we should get moving.
Moiri puts her hands on his shoulders and leans down. Will you come with us, Eli?
He looks at you for a very long time. I would say no. I would say that I don't deserve it. I would say that my sins are too great.
Oh, well,
But-
then you'd be right along in perfect company with the people you're taking to.
He says, but I know you well enough to know that you don't take no for an answer.
I am terribly stubborn.
I know. He stands up very slowly. I will come with you. I do not think that I am worthy of it. But, and he looks around, I seem to be mistaken about many things these days.
Worth has nothing to do with it.
Right, so we can still have this conversation while walking. So we should,
Rhea,
Amelia's practically bouncing out of her skin, just like, let's go. Let's go.
Rhea nods, looks over to
Where
me. Are you
are we?
well enough to walk?
I am. Yes. And he falls to his knees, tears streaming down his face.
Oh, Rhea immediately runs up and wraps her arms around her. As Amelia's running down the hall.
Comes back and is just like, oh, okay, all right.
Moira joins in the hug.
So, where are we going?
Yeah. Moira will just like, is he just crying? Is he okay? Is he just having a moment?
He is having an emotional breakdown.
Yeah, okay. We need to go. Rhea will just pick him up.
Yeah.
She'll carry him out of here.
Moira will very gratefully go grab Majenko. Is Van Casterkin carrying lady?
Cinnabon?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Okay. Moira looks at everyone.
So, I'm going to, actually, I'm going to end this session here, as this is a perfect place. What comes next is not something that would be done very quick. Well, you know what? It's mostly narrative. Fuck it. Let's do this. Are you guys good? Is everyone good? All right.
Yes.
Where exactly are we going? Because I might need to send a few messages ahead of time.
I believe we should decide that on the way, shall we?
Yep. Okay.
So we're gonna handle this a little narratively. I'm not gonna make you move your tokens through the whole Deadhead Vault.
Go pick up doorbell.
Yeah.
Doorbell!
What is your next goal here?
To cast Reduce on Doorbell.
Christ.
Who has
Great, so
reduced
he's a
ready?
large creature
I
now.
do. I actually do.
I mean, I can.
Reduce. My last spell slot.
I would say that most likely you know enough by now to know that getting an animal to like you is not the same as getting it to follow you through an entire complex. You might have to come back for that.
I don't know.
I will say, though, that you can tell people about Doorbell and they can probably be saved. But you doing it right now and trying to lead them through Death's Head Vault, I don't think that's going to happen.
Even if we have its owner with us?
Yeah, we do have Cinnabon.
Cinnabar. That's true, you do, actually. You do?
No, it's Cinnabon now.
That does make a difference. Interesting. Okay. So is that where you're headed back to? Doorbell?
We have to go that way to get out of here.
Yeah. All right. So you guys make your way back to the hall, and you see Doorbell sitting there, staring mulingly and licking its wounds.
Yeah, we'll walk up and give him scritchies.
It looks hesitant at first, but it sees Cinnabar there and does not move to make any action.
Could you... She kind of turns back towards Cinnabar. Help us to, get him out of here?
What?
get him to follow us. I can make it so that he can fit through the halls and everything. I don't know if he would listen.
Why?
So he's not stuck here?
In a sewer?
Why do
Why
you
in-
care?
Well, because he's gonna be all alone.
And people walk by this path, and we don't want the wrong person to get bitten, and then they might think they have rabies, and just it's a whole big deal.
They have what?
Rabies shots are not fun.
She looks at you for a long time. Come here, Horns. Follow us. And Doorbell stands up and begins walking towards you.
Okay, and I will cast reduce.
Interesting.
Still looks terrible.
Yep. So, narratively speaking, you have Cinnabar here with you, and they are trained to follow Cinnabar's orders. Cinnabar's just very shocked that anyone else would care, but she very much would not want to leave them here. So,
I'll also hear.
on.
Oh, sorry. Guess.
Doorbell.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. That's enough to help, definitely. It has a large pool of hit points, but it closes up the more serious. Like, I always imagine Cure Wounds goes for the more serious stuff first, right? 'Cause it's not going to heal a hangnail if your guts are hanging out.
I would hope not.
It gets some of the more serious stuff. And you get the large beast through Death's Head Vault. It's a bit of a squeeze. You gotta pivot sometimes.
Having a couch.
Yeah, but you managed to get back up to the top.
Yay!
What is the goal exactly?
I don't know. Do we want to get back to? I don't remember where that spot was. Where we were.
The Warrens?
We were in the
Yeah, the Warrens, and try and get the paladins
What
back
does
to
it
regroup.
look like outside?
That's
a
well,
fair
question.
that's what I needed to know. I need to know if you guys were going outside or not. So you guys step outside of Death's Head Vault and are greeted.
I think we take a cautious look around first.
You're greeted by chaos. The street in front of you, in front of Death's Head Vault, is a raging battle. Grey maidens fighting with Crimson Guard, some paladins, some still Crimson Guard. Were-rats running on the roofs and jumping down and attacking from above. And there's a couple of things that you all see as you're getting out, weary and exhausted as you are. You see the following unfold before you. A massive black dragon lands onto the street, scattering Crimson Guard every direction. Milo sitting on top of it. Suddenly, Cadence charges it. Sword glowing, shield in hand, helmet off, hair in the breeze. And she strikes the dragon in the face. The dragon roars and goes to breathe, acid spewing from its mouth. Cressida literally running into it and knocking it to the side. Aras, you have a plus.
So, can I send Mallow a message?
Sure.
Cinnabar was the leader of the Grey Maidens, right?
No,
High up?
No,
she's the leader of the Red Mantis.
Red
in this
Mantis,
area,
that's
yeah.
right. Okay. I will just...
Milo is the leader of the Grey Maidens.
Mallow.
Mallow,
Is
sorry,
he-
Mallow.
Is he now?
Mallow, yeah.
I will send him a message saying that the Grey Maiden Order has been dismantled from the inside out. And your mom is watching. Maybe now would be a good time to stop. I don't know this guy.
Jesus Christ.
I love that you're looking at like the top command of the Grey Maidens, and you're like, yeah, they've been disbanded.
Yeah, as Grey Maidens in hundreds are fighting around
Right.
you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't- Did you mean the Grey Maidens or did you mean the Red Mantis who we just took down?
I intentionally said Grey Maidens because we have all the like young new initiate recruits.
Oh, that's
okay.
all you need to destroy the organization.
Yeah, I don't.
If we destroy the recruiting base, then they're not gonna have new people to replace them.
Right, okay. All right.
Right. Yeah, there's
Gotcha.
those were
Cool.
the people available that they could get to become the new recruits. That's it. There's no more recruits. Never.
I mean,
Um,
they have to stop and recreate a new recruiting station. It takes time.
So allow me to continue. My apologies. It was not Cressida that hit the dragon in the side. It was Claire, who hits with her shield the dragon to the side, causing the breath to spray into a building, knocking the building down. Rolling off somewhere to the side in a flurry of dust, you see something quite surprising. Cressida, battle-worn and weary, facing off against someone dressed exactly like Blackjack, with a scimitar burning in their hand, their blades striking back and forth. And you suddenly hear, "This way! This way!" You look to the side, and you see Timronius standing in the street, gathering people to him. On the ground, there is a magic circle. Hurry!
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
What the fuck?
I guess we go that way.
Yeah, Rio will run that way, sort of keeping an eye on her mom and sister.
On her way, we're able to just dump spells. Like, she's got a channel divinity left. She's got 2 level 1s, a level 4. She just dumps them on anybody she can see who needs them.
Okay. Amelia?
How far away is Cressida and how fucked up does she look?
Yeah, Cressida, if I can get her.
No, she's on the other side of the street. She wouldn't be in range, but she doesn't look too fucked up. Scratches and bruises and tired.
Okay.
Level of exhaustion.
Though I will
Tired?
say, yeah, I'd say a level of exhaustion, tired, and there are several Crimson Guards dead around her with burning wounds. Seems like she's the only one that's been standing up to this Blackjack?
Cool. She can have a greater restoration to remove that level of exhaustion.
Well, real quick, like, what is the actual distance between us and her?
I'll say 60 feet. Why not?
60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
I have to touch. That's touch range. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can send Majenko if I need to.
Okay, so important question. Do we want them to try and, like, retreat at this point? Are we going to try and, like... tell
Everyone
them
already
to
is
retreat?
trying to retreat at this point.
Okay,
You're seeing
cool.
people fighting a holding action.
So Amelia is going to... What? Hang on. Let me just... double check. Cool. Yeah, she's going to run to Cressida.
Okay.
Where
You
will
would have to.
probably go.
You cannot just run to Cressida. You would have to get through more than a dozen people fighting.
Cool. Okay. Change of plans. I'm going to dimension door to Cressida.
That would work.
And then when I get there, I'm gonna see if I can see who the fuck she's fighting.
Okay. You see a man
You-
dressed
do
like
you wanna-
Blackjack.
Do you want to
Oh,
take
that
Mary
he's
with
got a
you or
fucking... No, because I need my hands open for the next part because I'm going to say, "Hi, Cressida," and grab her and dimension door back. There goes my last 2 4th level spells.
All right. So roll me a perception check, Amelia, just because you're there.
Cool. inspiration because I'm so good at that. Yeah.
You use my inspiration.
Hey!
This person has a similar height and build to Vincarlo, but their hair is black and they look younger. You can't tell much with the mask, but the costume is accurate. Not just the costume. There's something more to it. The way they fight. It's very similar.
Carlos, evil younger brother.
He doesn't have a cloak, does he?
Properly.
He has a cloak. Sure.
Yeah, he's dressed as.
He's dressed just like Blackjack.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Blackjack.
Because I have Blackjack's cloak, so that's why I'm wondering.
Yeah. So,
I mean, there's multiples.
I'm just making sure.
yeah.
Like, did the guy find Blackjack's stuff and put it on so it would be missing the cloak, or is it another set of stuff?
Yeah, it looks exactly the same, but yeah, you have Blackjack's
A
cloak,
replica.
so. Cressida goes, what?
And as soon as we actually, she's going, because it's 500 feet. She's going to the dimension door directly next to the circle that Timoronium has.
You had
Mm-hmm.
You had said that there were soldiers that were dying. Were they not dead yet?
They were dead.
I mean,
around
it's
her.
a battle. There's dead and dying all around you. Well, you talking
So
about that
what?
Crimson Guard? No, they're dead.
Aras is going to try to cast Spare the Dying on anybody that she can see within 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, Mary will. Once Mary has exhausted her other spells, her channel divinity, because she can get a lot of people with that channel divinity. if she
Here's
needs
the
to.
thing. The channel divinity, yes. You going around trying to cast Spare the Dying is going to get you into a fight with dozens of people. Those take 6
Right.
seconds apiece. Everyone is running. You guys, if you want to stay and fight, we'll start a battle. And that'll be next session. But people are running. What you're trying to do is something that will take far too long for you not to get caught up in the fight.
I like to cast mending on every wagon wheel that I come across.
Like, the point is that this is a full pitched battle that they are trying to retreat from. If you want to stay there and cast Spare the Dying, which I understand, you are now going to be part of this battle, not running from it.
We are nowhere near well equipped to handle this right now. We need to go.
No. Yeah, Mary burns her channel divinity because she can get.
You could do that while
any
running.
number of-
Yeah.
Yeah, any number of creatures within 30 feet of me, and I can just give them hit points. I don't even have to cast anything.
So Spare the Dying, I have 30 feet range on that.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
I
still
don't
6
actually.
seconds a pop.
I know it's 6 seconds. I don't actually have to be close to them though. So
It's a touch spell, or is that like a domain thing?
It's
No,
it's
it's
a
a
division.
domain.
domain.
Spare the Dying is a domain. So I'd say you could cast 2 or 3. Yeah.
And I have increased movement. What I will do is I will cast invisibility using my last 3rd level spell. And then... Because Spare the Dying is not an attack, right? That wouldn't break invisibility.
Yeah, what casting any spell breaks invisibility. It's not just an attack, any spell.
Okay, that's right. Okay. Then I won't cast invisibility, but I will just...
Just cast what you can.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
will
we
cast...
still got to get where we're going.
Yep. I'll do that instead, and I'll cast 2 healing words.
So here's what happens, Aras. You start running towards someone, because that's your first instinct, right?
Mm-hmm.
And roll me a dexterity saving throw. Okay. There is a concussive blast in front of you as a bright light hits and washes over everyone, knocking people down. You manage to keep your feet. And as you're reaching down, you look up, and Iosa is standing in front of you in a crimson dress with a fanged crown on her head and a rapier of silver glass. And her eyes turn to you with hatred.
Yep, that's when I will try to go invisible if I can and run the fuck away.
like Frodo with the ring!
Nope.
I think I left Silvana, I gotta go.
You guys start running towards Timronius, casting. This is all happening at the same time, right? Amelia's getting Cressida with the Dimension Door. Muri is casting Channel Divinity. This happens. You all see this. Like, it's impossible not to notice it. Cadence and Claire start running back as the Black Dragon, oddly enough, is staring up at the sky as Mallow is shaking their head as if they're confused. You all start running, everyone fighting a retreating action, Timronian quickly trying to gather people within this circle. And you see Iosa start walking towards you. A Crimson Guard fires an arrow, it launches and hits her in the chest. She does a small jerk, pulls it out, throws it away, and keeps walking towards you. A were-rat jumps down from the building, stabs her in the neck. She shoves him aside, lightning leaving her fingers and striking him, and she keeps walking towards you. People fill the magical circle. You guys get inside it. There's still Crimson Guard out there, dying, bleeding. But in an instant, Timonian says, "I must!" And he finishes the spell. By the way, roll an Arcana check, anyone who is able.
But only if you're proficient.
Yeah, this would only be if you're proficient. Gotcha. Ross, Amelia, you know teleport circle. This guy's teleporting like 50 plus people. That's something you're not familiar with. That must be very high magic. And in an instant, you teleport away and appear back in the Dead Warrens. And that's where we'll stop the session for today.
Jesus Christ.
So, there you go. Congratulations. Completed Death's Head Vault. And you've got Cinnabon and Eli and Doorbell, which I'll just say ran with you. Just to make things simple.
Everyone else in the circle is just like, what the fuck is that?
Right?
I mean, he's smaller.
Maria's just kind of like patting him with a free hand as she tries to hold Eli.
So, you know, one threat down, another threat really pissed off, and another threat overwhelmingly powerful. Well done. Good session, guys. Well done. Everyone, thanks for watching, and I hope you join us next week as we deal with the fallout from this raid on Death's Head Vault. Until then, ta-ta, take care.
Bye.
Bye.